correct variation. And the learning goal is to write and use an equation relating to two variables. So most of the times we've looked at these two variables as y and x plus b. I'll put this, m is gradient. So normally we've looked at it as y and x, but we're going to have two variables of any form, okay? So it could be c and w, I don't know, p and t, depending what it is. So where k is the constant of variation. So that's the main thing that we're going to be learning. So the constant of variation. So to be successful, we'll need to find that y is proportional to x. And we've got this default as y equals x, but it may not be y and x as we discussed. And then we're going to find k by substituting known values. Now this will be given by the question. So we won't know that from the start. The question will dictate it. And then use the new equation to find answers. So all of these we should be able to do by the end of this lesson, but we're not doing it yet. All right, let's look at this example. Write an equation connecting both x and y and use k as a constant of variation. So I'm just going to go with the first one for my success criteria. I'm going to go, well, this connects with x, and there we go. Now k is just my constant, so I'm just going to leave it there. Now part B says calculate k. Okay, so the success criteria says that it will be substituting known values. Now there's known values here. It says that y equals 10 and x equals 2. So instead of y, I'm going to put in 10. K we don't know, and x equals 2. Okay, so all I've done is substituted y equals 10 and x equals 2. Now what's in between the k and the 2 that mathematicians too lazy to write? Times. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. Therefore 5 equals k, or k equals 5. Alright. So now we have a new equation. I'll write it out. Y equals, it's not k, we know what k is. It's 5. So y equals 5x. So all I've done is rewritten this with the known value of k. Yay. Okay. Using this, what is x when y is 4? So what I'll do is I'll start it out again and I'll just go y equals 5x. So it says what is x when just kneading it up a bit. What is x when y is 4? Well, I'm going to substitute 4 in for y. And we get 5x. And now I'm going to divide this by 5 to get x by itself. Divide this by 5. Therefore, x equals 4 over 5. So because we've got x by itself here, and that's our answer there. So it's just a fraction. It is what it is. Okay, the next one says, what is y when x equals 7? Well, this one's even easier. I'm going to write y equals 5x. There's a times between there, so y equals, x is 7. So 5 times 7, therefore y equals 35. Okay? So the main thing that the skill we're learning is we need to write it as like this, and then we just need to substitute the values that are given to us. All right, let's look at this. Alan's P is directly related to how many dog houses he builds. So I'm going to put that as D as a pronumeral. Write an equation explaining this. So we're writing them all into this form. So I'm going to go P, his pay is proportional to how many dog houses he builds. So see how it's the same as this, except we're not using y and x, we're using p and d. That's it. That's the new skill. Find the constant of a variation of k. Well, how many dog houses? For 3 dog houses, he gets $140. So I'm going to go, he gets paid $140. So I'm just going to go 140. We don't know what k is when he builds 3 dog houses. So now I need to solve for k. So divide by 3, divide by 3. Oh yeah, by the way, this 140 is just the pay, dog houses is 3. So k equals 140 divided by 3. Now that's not going to be a nice number. We get 140 over 3. We can't simplify it. But because P is, well, yeah, we'll just leave it as that. So therefore, we can rewrite this like this. P equals 140 over 3 D. All right. Now, calculate his pay in a week if he builds 13 dog houses. So all I have to do is use this same formula. So I'm going to go P equals 140 over 3 times, how many dog houses did he build? 13. So I'm just going to put that in my calculator. And it looks like, I'm going to leave this as a decimal because it's a number. 6.7, so it's about 2/3. So that's how much he gets paid. That's a fair bit. So he gets paid over $600 if he builds 13 houses. All right, let's look at D. How many houses does he need to build to earn $2,100? Well, $2,100 would be his pay. So instead of P, let's write the formula down. 140 over 3D. Let's put 2,100 there. 1,140 over 3D. And now we need to solve for D. So I'm going to times by 3, times by 3. So I should get 6,300 is equal to 140D. I'm going to keep working up here. Make sure we keep our equal signs next to each other, below each other. I've run out of space, but you shouldn't. So now I'm going to divide by 140. Divide by 140. If you can see that, hopefully you can. So now I've got 6,300 divided by 140, and I get D on this side by itself, and I get 45. So therefore D equals 45. He needs to build 45 dog houses to make the money. So that's pretty good. Final example, we need to draw a graph, and we've been given information here. All right. So it says draw the graph of C. So this is the cost on the vertical axis. So that's up here. So I'm going to give myself plenty of space. Go here. And K, which is kilograms or kilos, on the horizontal axis. So that's this way. Now I need to have a good look at it. I'm going to put the arrows up and down, and I know that, so the C is going to be on the vertical axis. I need to go from $1.30 all the way to $10.40, so I'm going to go up 11. So, and I need to try to be as equally spaced as I can. If you've got grid paper or something like that, it's even better than what I'm doing, which is freehand. Hopefully I have enough space to... So I've got 10, which might be... Oh, there we go. I fit it 11. Now, on the horizontal one, I need to go up to 8. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I also need to label them. So the vertical one was C, which is the cost, and I'm going to put $sign there, and here I'm going to put K, and that's kilograms. All right, so we can be aware of that. Now I'm just going to be plotting these graphs in there. So at 1 kilogram, it's worth $1.30, so that's 1 kilogram, so it's about there, not quite half. At $2, it's $2.60, which is just above $2.50, so it's about there. At $3, $3.90, so it's not quite $4, so around there. So when I say not quite $4, see that's $4, and it's just below it. Well, I think it's just below it, although I'm starting to doubt myself now, so I'm going to put it back down. So at 3, just going to be there. At 4, it's going to be $5.20, which is just above $5. So once again, if you look at your highlighter, just a bit above $5. At 5, it's $6.50, so we're going up halfway between 6 and 7, which I think is around there. At $6, $7.80, so we've got $7.80, so it's almost $8, so there we go. And at 8, it's so at 7, $9.10, so just above $9, so there. And then at 8, we've got $10.40, which is just under the 11. That's what we're aiming for. And we've done it right because this is pretty straight. The only error is me plotting it in, looking at these numbers, 0.6, 0.9, 0.2. They're a bit iffy, so you're going to get within a margin error. But see how they're straight? It's a linear relationship. Okay, so draw the graph. That's us drawing it. All right, so how many kilograms do I get for $7? So what I have to do is I have to start at $7 and hit the curve there, and then I have to go down here, and it looks like I'll get, for $7, I'll get like 5.5 kilos, around about 5.4 or 5.5 kilograms of flour. Okay, so we can use this graph to give us a rough calculation of it, and it actually makes sense because $7 is between this one and this one, and it will be somewhere there between 5 and 6 kilograms. So I think we're on track there. Anyway, that's the end of this lesson. Peace out.